Alright, so this is a battle between Goliath or Dave and Jeremy. Pyro Knight. There's Jeremy. Hello. And we're doing a mission from the Battle Missions book. It's a Space Marine surprise attack mission. So with that, I've had to set up with everything more than 12 inches away from a board edge and no unit within 6 inches of anything else. So I'm fairly spread out and I don't get first turn, which is horrid for me. But anyways, I'll just give you a shot of what is where. So we have one Serpent, we have the Jet Bike Seer Council, there's one more behind the building over here. There he is. Get a couple more Serpents over here. And our last Serpent, or our last two Serpents, over here. So that's it for deployment, because Jeremy has to start completely in reserve. And we'll see you at the end of this turn. So here is Jeremy's deployment. He is just coming off the board edge. So over here we have a Predator and his two Razorbacks. Then we have his Assault Squad. The real fun part is we have a Land Raider with a Vulcan and a bunch of Termies right directly by the Seer Council. And over on this far side, let's take you over there, this Dreadnought didn't want to really conform and land by everybody else. He came over by 4 Serpents, and that is a Ironclad Dreadnought as well. So we're just moving on to the shooting. We just thought we'd show you how the Marines moved on. So, at the end of the Marines' turn 1, this Serpent has lost its cannon, and the Termies have done a number on the Seer Council. There is only Farseer and 2 left. I killed 1 Terminator in response, but they are stubborn because of the mission, so they're staying put. Other than that, over here, the Dreadnought exploded the Guardian Serpent, or, well, didn't explode it, but wrecked it. So they're now having to hoof it. And then it's now the Eldar turn to hopefully get a response in and start doing some damage. Alright, so this is the end of the Eldar turn. The Banshees and Serpent, which were there, are now over here, and they killed 2 Marines and put 2 wounds on Vulcan, so he has 1 wound left. And the Marines killed 1 Seer Council. So that was the real big pivotal combat for this turn. Other than that, their Serpent moved up to, block in case these Banshees didn't get a good run roll, which they got a 6. Fire Dragon Serpent turbo boosted up over there. Oh, way over there. That is one of the Avenger Serpents. It turbo boosted across the whole board as well. Now, and there's nothing changed with his little tank line. Over here, this Serpent went in and shot at the rear armor of the Dreadnought and blew off its close combat and flamer arm. And then the Guardians assaulted it, so that way hopefully the Witchblade could do some damage, but it just shook it, which in close combat really didn't do that much. So that's it for this turn. Yeah. Alright, so this is the end of Space Marine turn 2. So his tank line's a little broken up now. The Predator has turned and the other 2 Rhinos have moved off. To take a shot at this Serpent, which this drop pod came out of, this drop pod came down and unloaded a Dreadnought and shot Milta into rear armor with the Assault Squad. Killed everybody except 1, but he passed his leadership test, so he's going to try and take on 5 Marines, a Dreadnought, and a drop pod. Good luck, little buddy. Over here, nothing really happened. He smushed one, I did nothing back, but I rolled double ones for my save. The real fun part is back over here. You will notice the Termes and Vulcan are gone. The Banshees just did them in, then I rolled double ones for each consolidation. Yeah, so that was really it for that turn. The Predator shot at this guy, but didn't do any damage. Over here, the Land Raider did move over and took some shots at the Banshee's Wave Serpent, but once again didn't do any damage to it except mar its paint. So we're now on to Eldar turn 2. Alright, so end of Eldar turn. Just over here quickly, the Predator has vanished in a crater. We get over here. This crater has become even bigger because that Dreadnought got blown up from that serpent back there. The Banshees moved up but rolled a 1 for their assault, which left them half an inch out of assault range of these Marines. Over here, in our wonderful little combat, once again, nothing happened, both failed to hit, so this is just turning into one huge tar pit of Guardians versus Dreadnought. I'm not sure who my money's on yet. Over here was another large fluff roll of the game. We had the Fire Dragons fire on the Land Raider with only succeeding one penetrating hit within half range, and it rolled a 1 for damage. So these guys are going to get Flamestorm Cannon next turn, and they should all die for their failure. Anyway, that is the end of that turn, and now turn 3. Marine turn 3. Here's that prolonged combat. I hacked off his other arm, and he squished one more. Guy over here, the Assault Marines actually ran up here, assaulted the Banshees, and because the Banshees are higher initiative, they completely cut them down before they could even hit back. This guy got blown up from a shot by the Razorbacks, which I'll get to in a moment. These are the Razorbacks, which took out the Serpent over there. There he is, the wonderful line of sight. And these Marines assaulted and killed the Jetbike Seer Council, so they're completely gone. Other than that, way over here, the Flamestorm Cannon shot and killed all but one Fire Dragon who is running away. So unless he rolls double ones, well, he's off the board. So that's not very fun. Yeah, so it's my turn 3 and we'll see what happens. So it's the end of turn 3. These turns are getting real short now. This combat, nothing happened. Again, over here, the Serpent turbo boosted up. And we get to this combat. Banshees assaulted the remaining members of this squad, killed 3, and he's running away. And the SR took a swing at the tank, but failed to damage it. Other than that, just the Serpent over here, the one behind the burning one, came up to add as a bit of a roadblock for that tank, considering I have nothing which can take it out now. So we're on to Marine turn 4. Alright, so it's end of Marine turn 4. Over here, this Razorback unloaded its boys and shot at the Banshees which were there and killed them all. It literally took both Razorbacks shooting their last cannons and all the Marines. Over here, the Land Raider shot at the... Yeah, the Land Raider shot at that Serpent, didn't do any damage because it turbo boosted, so it made its cover saves. Over here, nothing happened once again. This turn, the Serpent moved up and unloaded these boys here. Shot at the squad and only killed one. Because the only thing which I really have left is this Serpent, that Serpent with no gun, and our friends all the way over there, which they failed to do nothing, and one of them got stomped by a Dreadnought. So that's it for that turn. Next turn is probably going to be our last one, so we'll see how that goes. So end of the Marine turn 5, and these guys hopped out to Bladestorm them last turn and rolled horribly, only killed one. Then they could not make any saves and they got wiped by this one squad. Other than that, the Land Raider, well, it shot into them as well and helped out over there. He squished one of my guys with me just stunning him in return, so nothing for me, but he got a kill. Alright, so the game is over. This is where all the tanks were at the beginning of the game. Now they're all shown by craters. Didn't show you end of turn 6, that because really there was nothing really going on. These guys killed the Serpent, which was there. Other than that, the Land Raider just sort of... Land Raider and this Serpent were just sort of playing tag because he can't hurt him and he was trying to kill him. Over here, with this combat, I managed to immobilize the Dreadnought, but he stopped me and I failed my leadership test. And that stomp killed enough that they just could not rally by one guy. So they could not rally, so the end of the battle mission points put, because it is a different scoring system, put the Eldar at 14 and the Space Marines at 15, so they won by 1 point in that mission. It's our first time playing a battle mission game before, so this one was pretty good. You know, definitely had the flavor of a Marine assault to it, so it was a good one, and yeah, that should be about it.